Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans, and welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, wow, what a game. Folks, the only thing he said to me as soon as I saw him on the field was, whew, congratulations.
Yeah, it was obviously a great football game. I thought it was two good teams going at it, and I thought our kids were more physical. I really did.
Yes.
And I thought our defense was very physical, and offensively we played very well. And really worried about the Westminster's defense. You know, they're giving up 10 points a game, and they've played a good schedule too. It's not like they've played a weak schedule. They had a really good defense. I thought our offensive staff had a great plan, and we executed, but defensively we were solid. We were excellent, matter of fact, and
Yes.
the goal line stand early was big. You know, we held number 32 to under 100 yards rushing, which he's a very, very good back, and what's scary is he's just a 10th grader.
Yes, it is.
Our kids played well. We had to play well to win that game, and we did.
We go back to our AA days, and every time you had to win a state championship, you had to go through the Bufords, the GACs, the Wesleyans, etc. We're back in it again in AAA, and you got to go through the Blessed Trinities, the Westminsters, and stuff like that. That region, those schools are well coached. They know how to play football, and it just shows how well the Yellow Jackets know how to play football. And folks, it shows how well this team is coached.
Yeah, you know, obviously, like I said, we played well, but, you know, we beat Cedar Grove and Westminster that came out of that region.
Yes.
And Blessed Trinity, who lost last night, is a very, very good football team. So that was a very strong region, and, you know, they were subdivided, and that's why Westminster was a 3 seed. You know, if they weren't subdivided, they probably would have been a 1 or 2 seed, but just a special night. I thought the crowd was fantastic.
Yes.
Other than all the hoopla that went along with the delaying of the game and the lights and all that, it was just, we fought through a lot of adversity to win that game.
I'm going to make us the de facto Region 4 champions this year, okay? As well as Region 6. Folks, this game got started late because Westminster had a minor bus accident a quarter mile from campus. They changed buses, they came up, so now we're supposed to start at 8. Around 7:10, I'm ready to shake Coach's hand, and he's walking by me with a really stern look on his face, and he's going out to talk to somebody in control of the field because we got the light standard on the southeast side of the field smoking. So the lights go out, and we don't get this game started till around 8:50 p.m.
Yeah, when I saw the lights smoking over there, I knew it was going to be a long night because it happened a year ago.
Yes, it did.
Dalton in the middle of the game. So I was surprised that we were able. I was wanting to start about 8:15, but you know, when they told us we weren't starting until about 8:45, and we had to do a 30-minute warm-up, so I felt like we were on the West Coast.
We actually finished before Oregon finished their game out on the West Coast. I was surprised they let us play with one bank of lights out. There's 2 banks of lights on each pole, and I was surprised they let us start the game because it was dark in that southeast corner of the end zone.
Yeah, I just told Coach Davis don't throw any fades in that corner, but it was, you know, it was either that. We made the decision to either play like that or, you know, they said it would take hours to fix the other side of the lights, and it was either that or come back for Saturday. And I knew the forecast for Saturday. Westminster didn't want to come back, and
Good.
So we just went ahead and played it.
Are you as superstitious as your offensive coordinator?
Probably.
Okay. Well, your offensive coordinator, Coach Davis, and I, we're baseball guys at heart. We want another full moon night, Coach.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Davis, he is really superstitious.
Yes, he is.
He's eating Popeyes every Monday night, and we had dinner Monday night that Karen Moss had sent over. Well, at 10:30, his daughters make him go to Popeyes because he's that superstitious.
It's unbelievable. How many tackles did Jairo Wilson make? About 75% of her tackles?
I don't know, but I thought he and Austin Bennett were fabulous. You know, I thought they were very physical. So that 32 took some hits, and we were just physical on that side. And I thought our staff did a tremendous job. You know, with the quarterback situation, we didn't really think the quarterback was playing, but we did get word Friday morning that he was probably going to play, so we had to scramble a little bit, even though we worked a little bit of stuff with him. But It was a crazy situation, but our kids handled the change pretty good.
I was glad to see him play because when they run the Wildcat, they got an extra blocker at the point of attack. So I was tickled to death to see a quarterback back there.
That's exactly what we said.
Okay. He was warming up, throwing right-handed and left-handed. Reminded me of George Myra of University of Miami from years ago.
Well, he's a very good quarterback. We saw some film on him earlier, and he's an LSU baseball commitment, so he must, he's a good athlete, and he's just a junior. But he must be a phenomenal baseball player, but he's a pretty good quarterback as well.
I don't think there was a key play to the game in my mind. There was a key series in this game. First and goal at our 1 in a 0-0 ball game with 10-10 left in the first half. We get a stop, and we stopped their star running back I don't know how many times on those 4 plays. That kept it a 0-0 ball game. The black shirt defense of Coach George Hoblazel was just outstanding, as was Coach Davis's offense, the pound and shoot offense.
Well, you're right. The goal line stand down there after we turned the ball over. I think there was just one turnover
That's
in the
it.
game, and we turned it over, and they got down there. And you'll see in the 4th down play, you had 2 10th graders, Balin Spector and Malik Lawrence, make a huge play along with Will Conley on the 4th down play and held them out of the end zone.
Exactly. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we're going to come back and we're going to look at the first half highlights. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. We're on the way to the Dome. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show, and that's right, we are on the way to the Dome, and if I forget to mention it about 13 times, we would be playing Friday at 4:30 at the Dome against Washington County, or as a lot of people call them, Waco. Coach, it was just a really funky start to the ball game, 2 delays. We finally get this game started, and what was it like getting the guys going through 2 warm-ups? How were they handling this mental adjustment?
Well, they were handling it as well as they could. I had to go in and tell them the situation, about possibly starting at 8:15, or if we weren't starting at 8:15, we had to go out and do another 30-minute warm-up, which is mandatory through Georgia High School Association, and that's exactly what happened.
Captains for tonight's game are?
You got Dustin Harris, Cole Jackson, Thomas Lester, and Austin Bennett.
And I love the cheerleaders sign at Fallen Tributes as they list up the scores of all our vanquished victims from this past season and from the Hunger Games. May the odds be ever in our favor. And I don't know if the odds were in our favor last night. As we've talked about many times, I like this ball team. You like this ball team. And this attitude puts the odds in our favor.
Yeah, it does. Our senior leaderships have been really, really good and really close-knit group. And
yes.
It was a toss-up according to what everybody's saying, and I believe it because I thought Westminster was a very good football team, especially defensively. And their special teams, I told you, were solid.
I was surprised the kickoff didn't reach the end zone.
Yeah, I thought we got a break here because we usually kick them in the end zone, and then they kick it to Lester, and we get it out to the 25.
And we'll take that because I thought we'd start every series from the 8. Little did I know we'd almost pitch a complete game shutout. All righty, we start off with 2 receivers up left, and we throw a little hitch out route here to Chaz Moss. And this was the Kalen Riley Chaz Moss beginning to the game.
Well, I thought Kalen played extremely well. We needed for Kalen to play well because, they were giving us a short passing game, and we were going to take advantage of it. And then we throw the little sprint out here. It's a good throw by Kalen that's a big first down. We needed it. You really can't tell it, but we're into the wind here.
Yes, you are.
And if we had to punt into the wind, it was going to not be good. So we needed to get a couple of first downs.
We do get a nice first down. We have 3 receivers to the left. You'll notice their defensive ends. Kalen draws the defensive tackle or defensive end offside with his cadences and flexion. They take their defensive ends and pinch them in a la Ernie Holmes from the old steel curtain defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, I thought this was going to be a defensive battle because I thought both teams had a really, really good defense. And, field position was a huge part of the game. And I knew with their punter, you'll see some punting later, but he's a really good punter. We needed to get some points early to get them behind the chains a little bit. We throw the bubble out here to Thomas, get about 4 or 5 yards.
They were quicker to me getting to the ball after we run a sweep or we run a running play or a pass than I thought they were. They're just quick.
Yeah, they're very aggressive. You see them stunting a lot, and they were aggressive football team.
They've got 5 down linemen right now, or one of the linebackers has got his hand on the ground, and we're punching it in there and trying to get this first down, and we come up just a little bit short on 3rd down. Big decision for you here early in the game. It's 4th and a yard.
Well, with our defense, I just felt like that we needed to get a first down here, and probably, if Coach Davis said, if he had to do it over again, he'd have called a different play, but, they stop us, and not a good start for us.
They take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. We had a heavy sumo set there, and they stopped Cole Jackson right at the line of scrimmage, so they line up with 2 receivers. Right. Shotgun formation, and this is Rankin Woley with the torn pectoral muscle going out here. And Coach, we played pretty good defense in the secondary, pretty good coverage.
Yeah, I thought we did. Colby was out with the injury, so we had to move Balin to safety, and Malik. That's 2 10th graders in the secondary, and I thought they played extremely well in the secondary.
A little bit of pressure, a little bit of anxious. You can feel the intensity of the game. The quarterback drops the snap. The running back, Zay Malcolm, who rushed for over 1,500 yards this season and didn't rush for a whole lot last night.
Yeah, we got them behind the sticks here, and it's 3rd and long, and great job by our defense. That was a big stop by our defense after we turned it over on downs.
Speaking of being quick to the ball, the black shirt defense is as quick as anybody I've seen this year, surrounding the ball carrier. We kept number 32, Malcolm, in the phone booth all night, didn't we?
Yes, we did. He's a special back, and I thought we did a very good job on him.
He got loose once, and you'll see later in the game that was because of a holding penalty. I thought this was a great job by Jarrett Carden fielding that punt.
That was a good decision by Jarrett, the bounce. And we talked to him about get it on the first bounce if you can, and he did, and he saved us probably about 25 yards there,
Yeah.
20.
That was a 47-yard punt with an 11-yard return. They were going to down that inside the 5. We had 1st and 10 at our 26. So here we go with our second possession. 3 receivers up top in the I formation, 1 to the bottom. That's Chaz doing a quick down and out. And like we said, it's a Kalen Riley, Chaz Moss show.
Yeah, they're giving us a short passing game, and we got to take advantage of it.
I agree. Pretty much the same formation again. And they're always stunting, blitzing linebackers, 1, 2, or 3, showing you a different formation at the beginning. And this is a nice seam, and look how quick they get to the ball.
76 is a very good player. He doesn't. As a matter of fact, he signed a scholarship to play lacrosse at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That's what kind of athlete he is.
Yes, and he is the quarterback of their defense. He plays left tackle on offense. He's gotten everybody set up now. Look how many guys they have in the box.
Throw it out here to Thomas on the hitch out here, and Thomas makes plays when the ball's in his hands, and he had 6 catches last night for about 130 yards, and he's a special player, and somebody needs to really take him.
Well, not only is he fast, but you just saw an example of his strength on the previous play. Pass is a little bit behind us. We drop it going out, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the 50.
Chaz knows he's got to catch that ball,
Yeah.
and that was a big drop for us because we knew they were going to get us some. They stunted right into it, and we told the offense, they're going to give us some bad plays, but we're going to give them more than they're going to give us.
Diamond cluster receivers 4 to the bottom of the screen. We look back to the left-hand side, throw the ball down the field, and folks, put that one in your memory bank because it's going to work real well later on in the game. They played a lot of man-on-man coverage with no safety in the middle of the field.
Yeah, a lot of times they were mixing the coverages up, and I thought Coach Davis did a good job of play calling and seeing what they were in and getting the right play call.
Not a real long punt, but it does go out of bounds. Finally, they get no return, which we kept it away from their dangerous receiver, punt returner. So with 5:40 left in the first quarter, they take over at their own 43. You'll see this formation in shotgun with a running back to the left and a running back in a pistol formation, and then they send motion. And you'll see this a lot during the game. They hand off to the running back. Oh, Gyro Wilson, Will Conley.
That's a good job by Gyro on the backside, and if they're not going to block him, we'll take it.
Well, and he can come down the line.
Yes, he can.
You think this Wildcat team is quick. This Yellow Jacket team is real quick, folks. Little running play to the right-hand side. They fake the pass after they hand off, and we're right there to snuff it out. There's Blaine Anderson playing on a bad knee, and he played almost the entire game.
Yeah, he did. He sucked it up and played well, and he's a winner.
Yes, he is. Coach, I talked to him before the game, and he passes incomplete. He was so happy to be playing.
Yeah.
He says, I got to go. I'm going.
It's, third and long, we forced them to throw the ball incomplete. Really worried about their punting game. They had a lot of fake punts in there, and a good job by Jarrett catching it.
Takes a 41-yard punt, gets it at the 17-yard line, where we take over 1st and 10. If not, that we're going to be down inside the 10 again. Jarrett was outstanding fielding these punts. When the punter would kick it near him, he did a lot of directional punting away from Jarrett. 2 receivers left. Got Oliko Dennis in the game at running back now.
Yeah, Lico's been banged up a little bit, but he's a go. He wanted to go, so we got him in there a little bit.
Pistol formation. Give it to Oliko. Goes right, cuts back left, puts his shoulder down, and picks up a good 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Robbie's Raiders, Jack DeFord, Truett Moss, Spencer Cross, Drew McIntyre, and Austin Stout from left to right, doing a good job. There's a tunnel screen to the left.
Good job right there for a first down. Good screen out there to Thomas.
Coach, have you ever seen a referee with better eye vision so he doesn't have to call out the chain to measure?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay. I was being sarcastic. This guy never, he must have the greatest vision in the world for a guy at my age. I'm wearing bifocals. I don't know how he sees it well. You hand off to Oliko, wants to go right, they cut back left, and they stuff that one play. And as you said, they're going to have good defensive plays throughout the game.
Yes, they are. We got 1 yard there. Throw the sprint out. This is a great job by Calhoun. Wasn't much there, and he took what the defense gives him and gives us 3rd and short.
At the 35. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right.
They throw it in there to Chaz Moss, and this is the only turnover of the night. We got to catch and tuck and get down.
Did you think he was down?
It was close. I'll have to slow-mo it they were talking about it.
Oh, speaking of talking, you're going to get to talk to this short guy on the right-hand side much later in the game. And then the conversation transfers to the white hat. But this little short guy on the right-hand side that's just got out of middle school
Yeah.
We're going to have a big discussion with him. We'll talk about it later at the end of the game. All righty. Hand off to the running back. He kicks it outside. He gets a good gain of about 5 yards. So they're going to have 2nd and 5 at the 40. Number 10 wanted to run his mouth with us pretty much the whole game. That is Moso, Sebastian Moso. Oh, just missing. He kicks it outside, and that's what happens. This kid is quick. I stood next to him on the field afterwards. If he's 5'3", I'll be a monkey's over.
Yeah.
And if he weighs 160, I'll be a monkey's over.
He's very small, but he's lightning in a bottle.
Oh, my golly. I told Edwin Higginbotham before the game, I said, there was only one guy I said as quick as a hiccup on this field. We need to shut this guy down. So you maintain that moniker that Coach Lamb and I gave you years ago. All right, he's sloppy handoff. We stuff him. There's Gyro Wilson. There's the huntsman, Dustin Harris, after the ball carrier.
3rd and long here. I think they run the toss sweep, and we lose backside rush here.
Well, we stopped the play. We've got it stopped.
Yep.
Right there. He bounces into his offensive lineman, and he goes back to the right, and he's got some open field. And I'll tell you what, Thomas Lester, Gyro Wilson busting their hump and getting down the field, and that was Gyro, knocks him down short of the goal line.
That was a big play by Gyro looking back. That's great hustle and tackle. He meant to one. And then they bring the Wildcat package in, and I can guarantee you we were ready for the Wildcat package.
Extra blockers behind both guards, running back to the left. Snap to Malcolm. He goes off left guard. We stop him. Good penetration. That was Tristan Fuller slowing him down, as well as Dustin Harris. Then a bunch of guys finish him off at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal from the 1. Same formation. They got a ton of blockers up there, Coach. Look at this black shirt defense. Coach Hobb had to be hooting and hollering.
That's a nice job by our defense there.
Yeah, at the bottom of that pile was Balin Spector, a sophomore.
Our safety.
Your safety, playing like a linebacker. 3rd and goal. They put the running back on the right-hand side now. They're going to let the running back go over right guard. Oh, sticking him right there at the line of scrimmage.
I think that was Gyro, wasn't it?
Austin. Thomas Lester.
Okay.
And Austin Bennett.
4th down, They try to sweep here, and if you'll watch Balin, Spector, and Malik Lawrence, Will forces it wide, and here comes 2 10th graders making the tackle, knocking him out of bounds about the 2.
10-10 left in the first half. Coach Hobb the Younger and Coach Clay Stevens are out chest bumping on the field. I mean, everybody's jacked up. We need a little running room. We're going to play here. I don't think it went the way we designed it, but anyway, Kalen keeps it, and we got the heavy sumo set in there.
Kind of dark in that corner, huh?
Yeah, it was hard to see.
We took a chance here. It was a good call by Coach Davis, really all we had. And getting us out of the hole, I think we had a good bit of snaps inside our own 2-yard line last night.
Yes, we did. We hit Thor, Landon Rice down the sideline from Kalen Rice, and we got some breathing room. We're out to the 24. It's 1st and 10.
That was a big play right there to get us out of that hole. Throw it out here to Jira. Jira's a special player. It doesn't matter what he's playing.
Folks, if you think that catcher's good, wait till you see one in the 3rd quarter. All right, we're up to the 30-yard line. Hand it off to Cole. He's met right at the line of scrimmage and knocked out of bounds. Clock keeps running.
That's number 76 making the tackle. We got to get a lineman up on the backer. We didn't get him up there that time.
Yeah, and I think Coach Robbie Robinson was reminding somebody about that afternoon.
This is a good run by Kalen.
The nice thing about that was the time he took. He waited for the lane to open and took advantage of it. You don't arm tackle 6'4", 200. You got to bring him down. 1st and 10 Jackets.
That's a great block by Landon Rice.
Ooh, nice cut.
Good run by Cole. He changes the ball, which is good. Outside arm, he don't want to go down.
Does he ever want to go down?
Get it down to the 12. It was a big, big run by Cole. Great blocking up front.
1st and 10 for the Jackets. Fake to the running back. And then we just ran into the derriere of our blocker.
If he gets outside, I think he scores.
Landon Rice had a nice block on the guy. Yeah, if we could have stepped around. We got an illegal procedure call against us. Very few penalties.
That was timeout. They called
timeout.
I'm
sorry.
Westminster called timeout. Yeah, there were very few penalties until about 3 minutes to go in the game. It was a big penalty.
If I'd look at my stat sheet, I'd know what was going on. All right, after the timeout, we come out with double tights, which we ran a lot of in this game. Pistol formation. Fake to the right, throw back here to the left, and pass was...
Well, Thomas slipped. I think we had a play on the screen, and he slipped.
Fortunately, he reached up and knocked the ball down before it could get to the DB.
Throw it out here to Landon, get it down to the 5. Good execution there.
Well, they're going to mark it at the 6, and I thought it was a pretty...
Yeah, we try to get them. We try to get them to jump off sides. It's about 4th and 3 here.
2 receivers to the left, shotgun formation. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage. Get the play that we do want to run.
Well, this is when we call timeout and decide to kick a field goal.
You're just letting the play clock run down, so we're going to line up for a 23-yard field goal. And I got real excited in the radio booth. And the referee said it didn't go inside the upright on the left side. Said we pulled it a little bit to the left. Boy, it looked good from my spot, but the referee's down there and everybody's saying it is wide left.
Yeah, I thought it looked good from the sideline, but I asked the guy about my size. I asked him, he said he was 100% sure it didn't go through. I said, okay.
Yeah, he's going to be 100% sure on a call later in the game, but I'm not sure he's 100% on. 1st and 10 for Westminster from their 20. We did a great job, Coach, of bringing that ball out for the 1-yard line.
Yes, we did.
I know we didn't get any points. It's still a 0-0 ball game, but that was great to flip the field.
Well, flipping the field was very important in this game, and we knew that. They got an illegal motion, so we knew this was coming back, but I don't know how he got that ball in there. I thought one of them was going to pick it.
Yeah, that was probably the best pass this Rankin Woolley made the entire game, because most of these other throws were wide right, wide left, or overthrown. I wish he'd had overthrown a couple more a little deeper, because we had great coverage. We were ready to pick. Pistol formation, heavy to the right, bad snap. He scrambles to the left. Then he flips it out here to Malcolm. I'm holding my breath because this kid's dangerous. Dustin Harris is all over him. I thought, my golly, now they're going to get a broken play, and this kid's going to go down the field forever. All the way back to the 3-yard line.
It's 3rd and a long way.
Long way, about 22.
They just run the ISO in there, and we stop him, force him to punt the football.
Black shirt defense is just playing well. line up the punt. This kid gets off a pretty good punt.
Yeah, he's a very good punter.
Well, he kicked it away from Jared Carden. And that's why Jared didn't go after the ball. That's a 62-yard punt.
Very into the wind, too. That's
Yeah.
Very seldom you see a high school punter. Of course, we had one before, or a couple,
Yes.
but he's a really good punter.
2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Robbie's Raiders are over the ball. Spencer Cross doing the snap and Big Poppy. Truett Moss, Jack DeFord, Drew McIntyre, and Austin Stout just had a great game. This is
Good throw right there by Calhoun. Good catch by Carson.
Carson goes down to his bum and catches that ball.
Gets the first down.
3 receivers up top to the wide side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. We're at our 44-yard line. And once again, the offense has some momentum.
That ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Exactly, it did get tipped. I think number 54 got his hand on it. 3 receivers up top. Faked the bubble screen out there to the right. A big hard run, and like we said, you don't arm tackle 6'4", 200. Kalen Riley with an excellent ball game.
That was a great run. A little fake on the screen.
I liked how he was carrying the ball up around his chest, protected.
This was a great throw and a great catch here. You can't throw it much better than that.
How good was the protection? He had 4 or 5 seconds.
Great protection, and that route takes a little longer. We bring him across the field, and I thought it was great protection, great throw, great catch.
Yeah, when you look at something like that, a timeout on the field, when you look at something like that on the film, you just smile, don't you? Because everything was perfect. All righty. Cole Jackson to the left. We got double tights. Landon on the right tight end, Gyra on the left tight end. How many snaps did Gyra Wilson and Landon Rice take in this game?
Probably too many, but we need them.
And with a hot week of practice, I got some cramping later on. Good hard run over right guard behind Drew McIntyre, Spencer Cross, cut back to the left, and good positive gain. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage.
We try to throw the backside screen here to Gyra, play we put in this week, and they just didn't pursue as well as we thought they would, and probably not they didn't sell it very well either.
Well, they just did a good job of getting to the ball, and we got a block out there. There's a flag against us on this play where they're going to get us for holding, and that's going to back us up a little bit. In fact, all the way back to the 27-yard line.
And 2nd long, I believe.
Yes.
And we got what we want right here, and it's great execution. We throw a little beater route, what we call a beater route to Thomas Lester right here for a touchdown, I believe.
2nd down, long from the 27-yard line.
Nice throw, nice catch.
Led him perfectly, diving into the end zone. That is a touchdown. The 21st touchdown pass of the season for Mr. Riley, and the 6th touchdown reception of the season for the closer, Thomas Lester. I'm telling you what, send this out to all the colleges in the U.S. If you football coaches aren't watching number 2, you're making a huge mistake.
I agree with that.
Good snap from Drew McCracken. Good hold by Thomas Lester, and the kick.
I don't really know what happened there. I'll have to go back and look at that.
Yeah, it just cleared the line of scrimmage. It just didn't make it through the upright.
Yep.
So we'll take 6.
Yeah, we'll take 6. Like to have 7, but we'll take 6. As I think it's a little under 2 minutes to go and a half.
146.
Yep. Another great job. Anytime you can get them to fair catch it, that's a bonus, because we didn't want 32 to touch it, that's for sure.
I thought Darwin Lom did a great job with his 4 sky kickoffs.
Yep, he did.
Excellent job. Even the one that went out of bounds was a good kick. They just didn't line up and go over and field it. I wish they'd have fielded it.
Yeah.
They hand off to Malcolm. We meet him right at the line of scrimmage and knock him backwards. And that's Ethan Woodard there finishing him off at the end.
There was some talk about, using our timeouts to make them punt the football, but, I really didn't. My gut was telling us to go in 6-0, especially with the punter they had.
Exactly. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Now they're trying to get a couple more plays off. They're out of timeouts, which is why they didn't call timeouts.
Exactly.
They'd used all 3 of their timeouts, so they really couldn't use their hurry-up offense. They're up to their 45-yard line, and they're trying to get one more play off, and I think this is they give it to Malcolm. We stick him. He bounces off that tackle, gets near midfield, gets to the 50-yard line, and that's going to run the clock out. We go into halftime, 6-0 lead. We've had 2 cancellations of the start of the game. The black shirt defense is playing really, really well. The offense is playing a whole lot better. I could say they're playing really, really well. We've got around 240 yards of offense in the first half, Coach. Kayla Riley, according to our stat sheet, was 14 for 17 in the first half.
Yeah, we played very well the first half. You know, the great goal line stand our defense had, and offensively we moved the ball, and you know, we would like to score some points down there in the red zone when we missed a field goal. So we missed an opportunity there, but we did score 1 touchdown. We felt like we could get 2 touchdowns up, that, you know, they weren't going to score a whole lot on our defense. So that was our goal going into halftime. We knew that they got the ball first. Big decision was whether we were going to take the win in the third quarter or the fourth quarter, and I struggled with that the whole halftime. But we took the win in the third quarter to make sure we could go up 2 scores on them, and that,
good decision.
That put them behind the 8 ball there. But great first half by our kids.
Both teams had 5 possessions. Jackets get a touchdown. We're halfway on our way to the Dome. Of course, we know we're going to the Dome. We're going to take a timeout, but relax, sit back in that Barca Lounger. You're going to see the best doggone band in the land, the pride of Georgia's Northland Band, 272 strong, as they come out on the field to perform under the direction of Michael Clark, assisted by Larry Brown, and on the field direction by drum major Sarah Green. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
Jackets under the field direction of Miss Sarah Green. Tonight the band will perform a lot of love, Brick House, Neighbor Chico, and Let It Be. Solos by Mr. Garrison Franklin, Bradley Weaver, Anna Umano, Dallas Seals, Taylor Strickland, John Ledbetter, James Jones, Nick Sardinetta, and Drew Rowell. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all the seniors out in the CHS Orange and Yellow Jackets as they perform their last home game in the region. Thank you, seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, Calhoun High School Orange and Yellow Jackets.
Welcome back to the second half, and you're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. We're going to rename it. It's the Dome Show. We're ready to move on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Hey, we're up 6-0. Let's put it in the book.
Sounds good.
Second consecutive game, we've scored 19 points offensively.
Wow.
That's our
didn't
winning
realize
number.
that, yeah.
Yeah, our winning number. Second half action ready to begin, and as you said, you decided to take the win in the third quarter. I thought it was a good decision. We're going to kick off to them. And another good kickoff, sky kicked by Darwin Lamb. And got a little bit deeper. He just didn't have any place to go.
That's great coverage by our kickoff, our smack team, and great kick by Darwin inside the 20, I believe. Yep, 19-yard line.
That's better than a touchback.
19 is a nice number.
19 is a nice number. Popping up everywhere. I should have done the interview on the field at the 19. Coach, this defense, look at this.
Well, this is important to go 3 and out here and make them punt into the wind, although, you know, he's a boomer anyway.
But you get his worst punt of the night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. A little pressure mounting on this Westminster team. Run the option.
Yeah, that was a little change up they had there, and I guess that was a halftime adjustment, but our kids are there and made a play.
After the game, remind me, I want to talk about halftime adjustments. All righty, they line up wide receiver left and right, tight end right, running back to the left. They want to throw a fade, a streak down the sideline, and you make a nice catch.
Yeah, you trying to throw it to me, I guess.
The old Commerce hands coming into play there. West Georgia hands.
Yep.
They're the Calhoun hands now, folks, don't worry. They line up to punt, and we get his worst punt of the night into the wind. About an 8-mile-per-hour wind.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Good catch by Jarrett on the 45-yard line. We got great field position. And this was an adjustment we made at halftime. This was the first play we talked about. We got one-on-one over there with Lester with the middle of the field wide open.
Diamond cluster at the bottom. I told you to remember this play. We look to the left. We're going to throw a tunnel screen. No, we're not. We're going a post route from right to left, and he hits Lester in stride, and Lester outruns everybody. Thomas is fast enough. He even has time to look back and say, "You're going to catch me? Catch me if you can." Touchdown for the Jackets. We're going to go for 2. We want to get that 14-point lead.
Yes, that was a big throw and catch there by Kalen and Thomas.
Thomas' 7th touchdown reception of the season, 22nd touchdown pass for Kalen Riley. And folks, that is the second post route from right to left that goes for a touchdown. That'll teach him not to play a safety in the middle of the field.
And then, you know, we didn't execute the 2-point play like we needed to. I think we threw it to the wrong guy, but
I think Landon may have been open in the back corner, but that's okay. This is where, if they'd have lined up properly, we had a beautiful kickoff.
yes, we did.
Darwin just put a nice sky kick down deep on the sideline inside the numbers, but it goes out of bounds, so they get it to 35. But you know what? We're going to bring out the black shirts. We'll let them take care of this. 1st and 10 for their 35. Motion from right to left. 2 receivers up top. They give to the running back. He bangs over left guard, and look at that defense, Austin
And
Bennett.
there's number 3 and number 5 again.
Yeah, Gyro Wilson. The 2 leading tacklers on this team.
And Will Conley.
Of course. Will the thrill. Bam Bam doing the job, and Gyro Wilson, the general, just really blocking well, or tackling well.
There's Thomas Lester making a play. What's special about Thomas Lester is he can play in the box, he can go play half field coverage. He's such a special athlete.
He'd play anywhere, coach. Just put him anywhere.
Yeah.
Quarterback drops straight back, wants to run a screen to left-hand side, and the receiver does a nice job of reversing field, and he does get a first down at midfield for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 at the 50. They got a nice little drive going
That was
here.
a good play call on a little screen.
Right. They spot the ball at our 49-yard line. Quarterback rolls naked bootleg to the right, throws the ball down the field, and I wish he'd have thrown a little bit more on target because I think we had a pick.
That was good coverage by Malik on the backside.
Yeah.
Malik's really playing well for us, and the best thing about Malik is we're going to have him 2 more years after this year.
Yeah, you know what made him faster? He got his hair cut. He's quick. Less wind resistance. 3 receivers up top. They send one of them in motion back to the right, and that's Mr. Malcolm, their running back. They want to give the ball to him. He comes back to the left-hand side. He makes a nice little cut. We stick him as he crosses our 45-yard line. And
I think that was Balin with the hit. That was a good job by Balin.
I think he goes out and takes a break after that hit. Or was it?
Was it Balin? I was later in the game. He had a cramp in his calf. 3rd and short here, 3rd and about 3.
Yes, at the 43-yard line. Quarterback rolls to the right. I was surprised they wanted to throw the ball as much as they tried. Ooh, there's a block in the back they didn't call. Quarterback slides out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down at the 41 and a half.
This is where the referee says we didn't need a spot, I think.
Throw it to the right-hand side. We're sticking right at the 39.
That was a big hit by Jira.
Slobber knocker.
Yep, and I don't know about the spot. I tried my best to give us
Oh,
about 6 inches the other way.
he stands 5 yards
And they
behind
didn't
the
even
line.
measure it, did
No, he's just 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Just 1st down. He's got great vision, I guess. All right, here's running play over left guard. They're down to our 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 7. 2 receivers up top. Put the running back in motion and stopping right next to the quarterback. Fake to him, throw it down the seam. Oh, Austin Bennett.
Almost a pick there. Great job by our defense. They tried to get the tight end down the middle.
Austin Bennett with some hops in those
Yeah.
shoes. Well, he's played basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 receivers up top. Pistol. Shotgun formation. Run the option to the right-hand side, short side of the field. There's no place to go.
No play. Great job by Jira and Ethan Woodard.
Yes. Brings up 4th down from the 37-yard line. Send the receiver in motion to the left to make trips left. Quarterback drops back.
Throw another screen on 4th down, and there's Jira again.
Yeah. Todd Halbert was kidding me. He says, Dave, on every tackle, just say Jira, and then whoever else.
Yep.
We take over on downs. 5:08 left. That is a great stop again. We're up 12 to nothing. That was a big defensive stop for the Jackets. They wanted to get points on the board to try to make it less than a 1-score game.
Yep.
Because you figure with their field goal kicker, they're going to score. Cole Jackson bounces it outside. Gets near
Got about 5 yards.
Yeah.
You know, he did a good job bouncing it, but then he needs to get north and south. But that's 5 yards.
39.5-yard line. Give it to him again. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get. It's going to make it 3rd down from the 39. We freeze him at the line of scrimmage. There's 2 receivers up top and 2 at the bottom. Put Cole.
This is the first time they ran this coverage all night long. Little man too deep. We had a good play call and almost a good catch. That was a good play by number 5.
Yeah, give 5 credit. He reached up there and smacked the ball out of Carson's hands just as the ball got there. So, good play by everybody.
We got to punt the football.
4th down from our 39-yard line. Jonah Landry doing the punting. Drew McCracken doing the snapping. Gets rid of it quickly.
Oh, Jonah, I was worried about our. See, I thought this should have been a delay of game penalty. Fair caught it, and then he tries to run with it.
You should have heard me on the radio. Throw the flag, throw the flag. 35-yard punt by Jonah.
Yep.
Nice punt.
Good job by Jonah.
The nice thing about it is the 35-yard net, no return.
Good protection as well.
Absolutely. 3:55 left in the 3rd quarter, 1st and 10 from their 36-yard line, and we're making dog piles at the line of scrimmage, Coach. No place to run.
2nd about 7 here.
It's a long 7, wide receiver up top, 2 on the bottom, I formation, or pistol formation.
Throw the screen, flare out here to. Oh, that's a big hit by somebody. Is that Malik? Jira made first hit. Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I think that was Malik over the top. Brings up 3rd down from the 33. Fake the pass, run the option, sweep to the right-hand side. It's kind of like an option sweep.
Yep.
They're going to get a 1st down at their 37.
Yep. That's when 32 came out of the game. I mean, we had pounded him all night long.
And he's
And they
cramping.
needed a break.
Yeah, you're right. Throw the ball, another seam route to the tight
Yep.
end. Good coverage. Coach, if he makes a little deeper overthrow or a short throw, we got to pick. We had three guys on him. You weren't fooled at all. 2nd and 10. Give the running back, and oh my gosh, that's a loss of 1. 3rd and 11 from the 36. They're going to try another pass.
Sprint out pass here, and we almost got him. I think if Blaine would have been healthy, I believe he would have got him there.
Yeah. Nice completion. They get it down to their 49 where it'll be 1st and 10. Quarterback did a good job of finding a tall receiver. Hand off to Malcolm, cuts back to the left-hand side, gets a break, breaks a tackle. He's going down the sideline, but you know what? It is all for naught because the reason he got open was holding.
Yep. I've been pleading for that all night long because I felt like they were holding Dustin Harris on. The center couldn't block Dustin Harris.
No.
He held him all night long.
Landon Rice and Dustin Harris, Blaine Anderson got thrown to the ground by their jerseys. I don't know how many times all night. You've been pleading your case, and finally the referee threw the flag. Motion, get the wide receiver, and that's Landon Rice reaching around the top of the guy, grabbing his jersey, slowing him down in the host of Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
Finish it off. You're going to see Landon with a play similar to that in the fourth quarter on the quarterback.
I tell you, Landon's special too. Now he's playing a lot of snaps, never complains. He just gets out there and does what he's coached to do, and he's a very, very good football player.
Yes, he is. Pistol, shotgun, they throw a pass out here on the right-hand side, and I thought this was good coverage by Ethan.
That was great coverage by Ethan. He knew the down and distance, which was second and long. Now it's third and long.
And he makes sure of the tackle. It's a short completion. Third down from their 46-yard line. Quarterback drops straight back, looking down the field. Got nobody to throw it to him. Once again, throw it short or throw it deeper.
That's right.
We got to pick.
Great job by our defense forcing them to punt the football.
He's trying to get it down inside the 20. With 22 seconds left, he gets off a 32-yard punt.
That was his
was the worst.
Yeah, worst punt of the night, which we got it at 32-yard line.
With 22 seconds left, we're going to run one play here to run out the third quarter. We're still up 12-0. Hand off to Cole Jackson, goes to the right-hand side, lowers the pads, and gets a good positive gain, Coach.
Yes, we did.
We're going to have, when we flip the fields, the fourth quarter is going to start. We lead 12-0. We're going to have 2nd and 7 from our 35-yard line. We would really like a score here, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would.
Freeze them at the line of scrimmage. Got tight end up at the top of the field. Wide receiver up there. Tight end at the bottom of the field. Landon at right side, gyro at the left side. Ran a lot of double tights, didn't we?
Those Florida out here, or that's what we call that play.
I just called a little hitch, and I thought it was a
hitch.
bad spot.
Yeah, I did too. I thought he caught the ball up there close to the 40.
Yeah, and that's usually where they give you forward progress.
All right, third and about 4.
We freeze them at the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers down at the bottom, double tights.
And I think, this is the play that Gyro makes.
Yes, what a catch. Pressure, Gyro reaches up and snags that
That
ball.
was a great, great catch by Gyro. And he gets a cramp.
Of course. 1st and 10 from their 48-yard line, and the general and Calhoun Riley bail us out of a third down situation. Hand it off to Cole, gets a good 4 yards. Once again, I thought he was at the 44. They ended up spotting at the 45, so it's 2nd and 7. Landon goes in motion to the left. And there they get us for illegal procedure.
Yeah, Dusty was a little quick, Dusty Baker.
And I'll just mention very few penalties in the
Yes,
game.
very few.
2 receivers up top. Fake to the running back. Kalen keeps it, weaves his way through the defense, gets the penalty back plus a couple yards.
Yep.
Going to be 3rd down from their 44. We need a big first down here, don't we, Coach?
Yeah, we had to call timeout because the play clock was running down.
What's good?
Yep.
Talk over a little strategy. And folks, after we get the play that we really want into the game, after we see what their defensive alignment is, you're going to like this. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Big Poppy with the snap. Fake to the running back. Looking downfield. Post route.
Great coverage, and there's Malik.
Running for his life. He's down the sideline and into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown reception of the season and his 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Calhoun Riley. He's up to 23 on the season.
A great execution on the post route there. Great throw by Kalen and good route by Malik.
Drew McCracken snapping, Thomas Lester holding. Alex Flores kicks it out to the 3rd base spot on the baseball diamond. We lead 19-0. And Coach, I'm fighting myself in the radio booth. I'm ready to say, put it in the book. 9:05 left, though.
Well, we feel good about it the way our defense is playing, that's for sure.
Another sky kick from left to right. They come up with a fair catch, and once again at the 35. This kid's tall, 6'4",
Yes, he
6'5".
is.
He's got to play on the basketball team, which their basketball season is going to start this week. Ours is delayed a little.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. I interviewed Coach Vince Layson before the game.
He's a supporter of our football program.
Oh, yes.
He really likes our kids and our program. And he does such a good job with the basketball program as well.
Short running play to the right, he does a real good job. 3 receivers up top, 1 on the bottom. Quarterback rolls to the right to the strength of the formation. A little short down and out here. Coach, with under 9 minutes left in the game, we'll take 2-yard completions all night.
Good job by Tristan Fuller there. I think all 3 of our linebackers are playing well.
Yes. I think your entire defense is playing well.
Yeah. Grayson Tilley putting pressure on the quarterback. I think that was another 3rd down conversion.
It was a 3rd down conversion. Good coverage. We hit the guy as soon as he received it. They've got the ball up at midfield where it's going to be 1st and 10. And we're in the 4th quarter. But, Coach, those kind of plays, I'm tickled to death to see him not handing the ball off the 32. I want it in 12's hands. There's the play I was talking about.
Good play by Landon Rice.
Hey, give me that jersey. You're not going anywhere.
Good pressure. Good pressure by our defense.
That was a discount Black Friday sale. You got him a free Westminster jersey, Landon Rice did. They drop straight back. Throw the ball down the field. Good coverage again. We've got him surrounded by 3 guys.
That was good pressure by Tristan. They had a guy there block him, and he sidestepped him and put some pressure on the quarterback.
Sampson, all over the quarterback. Quarterback drops straight back.
There he is again.
Yep.
There's with the sack.
Yeah. Landon Rice, Dustin Harris putting pressure on. Tristan Fuller gets the sack. That forces them to punt. Big stop by the black shirt defense. This punt falls short, and we down it because we think it's going to go into the end zone.
Yeah, that was probably Jarrett's. You know, he probably made a bad decision there, but here we go inside the 1 again.
Absolutely. 2nd time we've been there tonight. Look at Truett Moss. 2 hands on the ground. The Diesel blocking.
We run the quarterback sneak there. It's the only option we had there.
Well, we get it 1.5 yards, almost 2 yards, so 2nd down from the 3. Line up in a heavy sumo set. We fake to the running back. Kalen keeps it.
Good job by Kalen getting out to the 8-yard line. It's nice to be able to run a quarterback sneak with a 6'4", 200-pound quarterback.
And you get to do it one more year. Yeah. Now we line up a shotgun formation.
It's 3rd and 3 or something.
Yeah,
like
3rd and 3.
Great. That was a big 1st down because if we have to punt it to them there, you know, into the wind, you know, they probably gonna get it at the 35 or 40-yard line.
That was an understated statement. A big 1st down.
Yeah.
All right, we hand off to the running back. He doesn't get too far. But that's okay. Clock's running.
Yep, that's right.
And they have 3 timeouts to use. They have their full complement of timeouts left. Fake to the running back. Kalen keeps it. Gets over the 15. Spin move. Gets over the 20 up to the 21-yard line.
Another 3rd down play here. We had a good play call here to throw the screen. We ain't thrown many screens. Really, they missed a penalty there on us, I believe.
Yeah, they did. That's okay. They can miss one on us.
That's 4th and short.
From the 24-yard line. And there's about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left when we snap. We made a hurry-up move, sent the punt team on the field. Quick snap, good punt. They bobble it. We got good downfield coverage. They're going to take over our 48-yard line, I believe.
Yeah,
But-
this is not good.
No, they called a personal foul against the Yellow Jackets at the end of that. We blocked somebody on the sideline near our bench, and then they ejected our player. You had a heated, long discussion. They take over 1st and 10 at the 31. 32, Malcolm finally gets loose.
That's a good tackle by Thomas there.
And a little bit of a cramp situation. Pistol shotgun formation. Give to the running back number 2 over left guard. We slow him down. He gets down to the 10. Actually, they mark it at the 11. 2nd and 6. Hand off to the running back over right guard. He plows in there. We make a dog pile. He gets a 3 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down from the 8. Switch the running back. Motion from to the right. No, we don't give the Malcolm. They throw it out in the flat.
We got pressure. Almost had him.
Yeah. Nice rollout by the quarterback. He finds the receiver in the back of the end zone, and they get their touchdown. And they're going to go for a 2-point conversion. That touchdown came with 1:21 left in the ball game. Take the tight end off, move him in motion to the right. Quarterback rolls to the right, and this is the one they hit in the flat for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
The referee's got to make the call right there, but from our sideline, I don't know if he got over the goal line.
Yeah.
We got a good slobber knocker on him.
Well, all we got to do here is get the onside kick. We got our hands team in, and really surprised they didn't use their timeouts even after they botched the onside kick.
Have you ever seen an onside kick do this?
No.
Never.
Not this far, anyway.
Oh my gosh. I'm hollering in the booth. Pick it up, go do a scoop and score. Kicks it, it hits the ground, then it turns right.
Yeah.
And it keeps rolling and rolling. Westminster stops. Finally, one of their safety guys gets back from the far side of the field and goes over and downs it. Or else that's a live ball.
Yeah.
We can pick it up and score.
That was a good job by Chaz, because really if he picks it up and then fumbles it, then they get the ball, and it's just a good job by Chaz not taking a chance.
Better safe than sorry. There you go. First down from the shotgun formation. We give the running back Cole eating up some clock, reverses field. Then he goes down to stay inbounds. The clock is still running. And Coach Jerry Romberg, 23 years there at Westminster, decides, you know what? We don't have an 11-point play. We're just going to let him run the clock out, which some other coaches don't understand. I won't mention any names in the first round of the playoffs. Anyway, we run the clock out. We run our victory formation. And in fact, the referee he watched the game clock to make sure it got under 25, and then he wound the clock up.
Yeah.
We put it in the book, and we're on the way to the Dome. You are a very happy guy, and this is a very happy team and a whole field full of happy supporters.
Yeah, it was a great victory for our team, and, we get to move on to the next step because, we were really worried about this Westminster team. They were a very good football team, very well coached, and but I thought our kids were much more physical than their kids, and I thought we executed very well on both sides of the ball.
I think it's about the 14th time this season our kids have been more physical than the other team.
Well, our special teams weren't great. We're going to have to fix that. But the offense and defense, I thought they played one of the better games of the year.
Yeah, I thought the key to the game, besides the defensive stop at first and goal at our 1-yard line. I mean, obviously that was the key.
Yeah.
But the overall keys to the game was Robbie's Raiders took care of the offensive line of scrimmage, and your front three with your middle three linebackers, those front six, really took care of the defensive line of the scrimmage.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, Dave. I thought we won the battle up front, and I thought Kalen was excellent at quarterback, and I thought, but the key to me was the offensive line. Like you said, they didn't put much pressure on Kalen. We were really worried about their stunning, and but I thought our kids did a good job, and they were ready to go. We had a great week of preparation. They were focused, watched a lot of film, and just executed in practice, had a great week of practice, and we're moving on.
Some cramping late in the game by both teams. It was a mild week of practice. In fact, the weather was downright balmy on Tuesday and Wednesday, and it's going to be the same way in the Dome. That Dome's always hot, so we're going to have to put the fluids in, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to have to, we're going to have to put our heads together and make sure we do something to keep those kids from cramping, because it was humid.
Yes, it was.
For this time of year.
For this
it
time
felt
of
like
year.
September out there, really. But it was a great night for football, and unfortunately, or fortunately for us, we had to go through the delay of games and the lights and all that, but we came out victorious.
Even with the delays,
Yep.
It was nice. And you know what? Finally, once again, the full moon, even though we couldn't see, got us through all the delays, and the Yellow Jackets are on. They're going to advance. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with Coach's final comments. We're going to talk about Waco, Washington County. Number 1 and number 2 are meeting in the Dome. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show, and we've got the stingers, the plays of the game. We have 4 of them for you folks. 2 by the black shirts and 2 by the pound and shoot offense. And you start us off with the first defensive stop.
Huge fourth down stop by defense. Will Conley sets the edge, and Balin Spector and Malik Lawrence knock him out of bounds.
Coach, this is the 4th play they ran from the 1, and we stopped every one of them. A 1,500-yard rusher pushed out of bounds. Second play is going to be a touchdown pass from Kalen Riley to Thomas Lester. Freeze him at the line of scrimmage.
Freezed them and like what we saw in secondary and throw a post route to Thomas. Great throw, great catch.
Yeah, Kalen leads Thomas perfectly on this. He's got one-on-one coverage. He hits him in stride. Thomas catches at the 5 and then leaps and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Jackets. Sets off a huge celebration. We even had the band down there to help us celebrate. Another defensive stop by the Black Shirts, and this is by the guy, the general, who is all over this field.
Fourth down play here, 4th and about 6, and there's Jairo Wilson.
Finished off up top.
Will Connolly and Austin Bennett.
Yes, there's your linebacking core. I'll tell you, this front 7 is just awesome, and the secondary is pretty good too.
Yeah.
All righty, last offensive stinger of the game. Let's feature another post route.
Yeah, Kalen, great protection. You got the 5 offensive linemen had great protection, hits Malik Lawrence down the middle of the field for a touchdown.
Kalen has time to step up into the pocket because Robbie's Raiders, Jack DeFord, Truett Moss, Spencer Cross, Drew McIntyre, and Austin Stout from left to right, just giving him excellent protection. And then Malik just outruns him. We threw 3 post routes from right to left for our 3 touchdowns.
Yep, it was good call by Coach Davis and good execution by our offense on those 3 plays.
We didn't show it as a stinger, but I'll give a shout out to Coach Davis. We're down at the one inside our 5-yard line. That play call that he made to Landon Rice to get us out of the shadow of our own goalpost to give us a first down at the 24 was a key play also.
Yeah, it was. You know, even though we didn't score on that drive, but we flipped the field, which was very, very, very important.
We did flip the field. All righty. The sports writers, the media, websites say Washington County has been the #1 team all year. That we have been the #2 team for most of the year. Mm-hmm. So the seedings have held form. #1 plays #2. We're the home team at the Dome. Mm-hmm. We're going back to the Dome. Any insight into what Waco brings to the table?
Well, the media's got what they wanted. You know,
yes.
They got no upsets along the way. They're 14-0. We're 14-0, and you know, I hadn't seen them, but I do know they're very athletic, and they got a tremendous quarterback, defensive back that's already committed to Georgia Tech, and he's supposedly unbelievable. But you know, we've played some unbelievable players in the playoffs, and we can go down there and line up and see what happens. But our kids will be ready to play, and our coaches are going to work hard to get them prepared, and we'll see what happens. But it's a great opportunity for our football team.
It's hard when you look at a team or at a game and say, you know, that's the best running back I've ever seen. That's the best defensive lineman I've ever seen. So I'll be careful with this question. Is this as much fun as you've ever had with a team?
Yeah, it's a very, very close-knit football team that gets along. We've had very, very minor problems all year long, and this team is a special group, and because of the senior class, because they're such good leaders.
It's stuck in their crawl, that trip down to Savannah last year. They did not like the way it ended. It has been in their crawl. It's when they're doing their bench presses, when they're doing their sprints in the summer, and it's 95 degrees and humidity's 80%. It's paying off, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what we worked all that time for, is this opportunity this week. And, you know, for us to be able to invade the Georgia Dome with our crowd, I guarantee you we'll have more people there than anybody that plays. And
yes, that's a given.
It's going to be a special day Friday, and hopefully we'll come out and play well and give us a chance to win in the fourth quarter.
Folks, they aren't going to the Dome. They're not happy to be going to the Dome. They're going down there and they want to take on Waco. They want to beat Washington County, and that is part of the happiness of going to the Dome. I like this team's attitude. Of course, you just said how much you like this team. I was worried with the Cedar Grove game after we got by that. I haven't been worried since.
Yeah.
I think we're going to surprise a lot of people throughout the state. I'm ready to back these Yellow Jackets and ride them the rest of the way through the Dome.
Well, we're going to be ready to go, and we're going to show up and play, and see what happens, and hopefully we'll play well enough to give our kids a chance to win.
I have no doubt about that. Preparation will be there. We'd like to thank Coach Long's video broadcasting class. The director today was Junior Waters. The producer was Phoebe Jude. If you'd like to watch the Boys of Fall, you can watch them any number of times you want. Put it on any size of screen you want at the house by going to CalhounTDClub.com. That's CalhounTDClub.com. You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. You've been watching the Dome Show. We'll see you at the Dome.